19th, 2022, Daily Bread. Passage, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7 through verse 16. Key verse 16. Title, By Faith They Had Assurance. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear built an ark to save his family. By his faith he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness that is in keeping with faith. By faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. By faith, he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. And by faith, even Sarah, who was past childbearing age, was enabled to bear children because she considered him faithful who had made the promise. And so from this one man, and he as good as dead, came descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as countless as the sand on the seashore. All these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. If they had been thinking of the country they had left, they would have had opportunity to return. Instead, they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. Daily Bread Message. Although Noah did not see the flood coming, he believed in God's warning. He put his faith into action and built an ark. Even though he believed without seeing, the warning became a reality, and his act of faith delivered him and his family from condemnation. Abraham left his hometown following God's direction without knowing the destination. When he came to Canaan, he accepted it as the promised land and lived as a foreigner in tents. His life of faith also led his family to believe in God. His wife Sarah put her faith in God and delivered a son who would carry out God's promise even though she had passed her childbearing age. Abraham's faith was passed to the next generation through Isaac and Jacob. Through them, God established a nation, a chosen people, as he had promised. The people of faith received some promises fulfilled in their lives, but ultimately they died still hoping to live in the kingdom of God someday. Because of their faith, God was not ashamed to be called their God, for he prepared a place for them in heaven. In other words, their faith pleased God. Prayer. Father, thank you for guiding me with your promise. Help me trust in you fully and follow you as you lead me. Guide me to be a good influence to bring my family and friends to salvation by faith. One word. God assures me when I believe.